Hello, hello. This is Jana Hancock with the Feel Good, Get Tough podcast. Feel Good, Get Tough with Your Attitude, episode 14. Last week, I talked about counterfeit scams. At the end of today's episode, I'm giving away something free to every listener on this podcast. So make sure you listen to the end so that you know how you can get your free gift. Attitude plays on our everyday life, and it's a settled way of thinking, either positive, negative, or neutral. And you should always, of course, avoid the negative thinking. But sometimes we are handed some difficult circumstances in life that make it a little bit hard to handle with a good attitude. But there's also different ways to flip that around and turn a negative into a positive. And that's some of the things we're going to be talking about today. Today's sponsor is brought to you by Manifestation Magic 2.0. This is a complete energy orbiting audio system that gives you meditation tools to help you reprogram your limiting beliefs. So today, Feel Good and Get Tough listeners, you can pick this system up for $27. That's 85% off the regular price. So I will leave a link for this in the show notes. There's a common expression that we've all heard: the glass is half empty or the glass is half full. And this generally refers to our attitude. We have the choice to choose if we want to see the glass half empty or if we want to see the glass half full. Which one is the positive? And there's a couple of lessons we can learn from Wayne Dyer. He says, nothing out there is bad unless you believe that it is. And life is an attitude, and it's what you choose to believe. So just think about that for a minute. We don't label bad situations until we actually believe or choose to believe that it is. Or even if we do have a bad situation happen to us, we could turn it around to a positive and think, this lesson of what happened to me may be the absolute best thing in my life. Then, if you turn your attitude like that, sometimes good things can come out of bad situations. And that's one of the ways I have seen work, not only for me, but for other people in their lives. But here's one of the things I'm going to read to you a little excerpt from Brian Tracy. His book is called Focal Point. And he says in here that in order to double your income, you want to double your time off. And by applying the focal point process to your life, you can double your income and double your time off. Many people achieve these twin goals in as little as 30 days. But when they hear this claim, most people are skeptical and they do not believe that it is possible to double their income and double their time off. So one of the things that a great friend of mine has said is and this was by the late Ron Kellogg. He said, you work hard and you play hard. So it's same concept that Brian Tracy is getting to here is you double the amount of time you're working, but also make sure you equal that time in the amount you're taking time off. And so, but also in order to double your income, you also want to double your value that you're providing. And that is, again, a secret trait of Brian Tracy. And if you believe you can succeed, you will. You don't think you'll be able to succeed, then you won't. Cure yourself of all the excuses. If you're in the stinking thinking mode, then just cut the crap and make the decision to change your mindset and change your attitude. I'm going to go over a couple of ways that you can change your attitude or upgrade your attitude. And one of those ways I've talked about before is affirmations. If you make a positive affirmation out of the negative situation or negative thing that you don't like, turn it into a positive affirmation. And that's one thing you can say to yourself, something that you can actually believe. A one way to turn a negative into a positive. Another way is change things how you want them to be on your vision board. Make little changes in goals that you do daily that will help you to achieve a better attitude. I hope you've learned something today on how you can change your attitude, and I hope that you will. And one of the things I'm giving away free today is a course by Darren Hardy. And this is about discovering your true life purpose. And yes, this is a free workshop offered by Darren Hardy. It's only a very, very limited time. So if you want to get in on this, make sure you send me an email to feelgoodandgettough@gmail.com. And in the subject line, write attitude. Okay, and then you will get a link that you can go online and sign up for Darren Hardy's course. And more information you can find out at darrenhardy.com. And I hope this has been helpful to you today. Thank you for listening to the Feel Good and Get Tough podcast. If you liked my podcast, make sure you rate it and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another episode. You can also connect with us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, or visit our website at feelgoodandgettough.com.